Alright, in this video we're going to look at our expanded form practice, our first practice for expanded form. And we're going to jump right in. These are going to require a fair amount of writing, so I may have to skip down underneath. We'll just see how much space I've got. If you need to do that, you can write underneath the line if you need to, but try your best to keep it all together on that one line. Alright, so our first number is 264 and 475 thousandths. Now, in your notes video, we only did expanded form to the hundredths place, but in more practice, we're going to do to the thousandths place. All right, don't worry. I'm going to show you how to do it, and I'm going to show you 3 different examples so that you have a reference on your paper to do the rest of your problems. Okay, so if I want to convert from standard form, remember this is the standard form of the number. This is how we normally write. I'm going to always start on the left with the largest place value, with the largest value, which in this case is my 2, which is representative of 200. So I'm going to go 2 times 100 for my hundredths place. Then for my tens place, 6 times 10. Then for my ones place, 4 times 1. All right, these are all of my whole numbers, and now here I go to my decimal. So this is where this may be new for you guys. Now I am going to go ahead and skip down, but on your paper try to continue to the right and keep it all on one line if possible. Okay, so but I am going to skip down here, and I'll actually scoot over a little bit so it's a little bit clearer to see. Okay, so we're in our tenths place now. So plus 4 times 1/10. All right, now to our hundredths place. So plus 7 times 1/100th. And then finally to our thousandths place, plus 5 times, almost ran out of room there. I'm going to rewrite that so it's a little clearer. And actually, I'm going to rewrite all of this. I'm going to scoot over just a little bit because I want to make sure that thousandths place especially is really, really clear for you guys. So I'm going to start back at my tenths place. So we've got 4 times 1/10 plus 7 times 100th plus 5 times 1,000th. Okay, when you're working with the decimals, just look at where the place value is. That's where your 1 needs to go as you're setting up your expanded form. All right, okay, I'm actually going to leave that on the screen, and I'm going to go ahead and do number 2. It's going to get a little crowded, but I want to go ahead and do that so that you can see the pattern that will form. That way when you're working on your other problems, you can kind of see, oh yeah, it follows this pattern where we're just going from one place value to the next. All right, so number 2 is 285 and 477 thousandths. All right, so actually the same digit too, same value for our hundreds place. So 2 times 100. And then for our tens place, plus 8 times 10 for our 80. Then our ones place is a 5, so plus 5 times 1. And I'm going to go ahead and skip down again. 4 for our tenths place, so 4 times 1/10. And then our 7 in the hundredths place, 7 times 100th, and then another 7 in our thousandth place, plus 7 times 1,000th. Now that's a lot of numbers, but I want you to see, here's my hundredths place, here's my tens place, here's my ones place, here's my tenths place, here's my hundredths place, and here's my thousandths place. All right, and that pattern is going to continue. If you want to pause the video to make sure you've got this correct, you're welcome to. But I'm going to erase this and go ahead and start on number 3. All right, number 3, we have 987 and 899 thousandths. All right, so for our hundredths place, 9 times 100. Tens place, 8 times 10. Ones place, 7 times 1. Tenths place, 8 times 1/10. Now, I know many of you are going to ask me, Mr. Beckwith, do I need to write the 0? Yes. Yes, you do. And the reason why, especially for expanded form, is it helps you, because sometimes our decimal, especially when we're writing in pencil, the decimal is a little bit hard to see, but that 0 there is going to make it really, really obvious that this is a decimal, and it'll help people look a little bit closer. So yes, write the 0 when you are doing your expanded form. All right. Hundredths place, 9 times 100th. Then our thousandths place, 9 times 1,000th. Okay, I'm going to leave number 3 up. We're going to do one more. We're going to do number 4 together. 913 and 572 thousandths is our standard form. So the expanded form would be, I've got another 9 in my hundreds place, so 9 times 100. And then a 1 in my tens place, so 1 times 10. And then 3 in my ones place, 3 times 1. 5 in my tenths place, so 5 times 1/10. Then 7 in my hundredths place, 7 times 100th. And then finally a 2 in my thousandths place, 2 times 1,000th. Now if you write this nice and clearly, you should be able to use this to complete the rest of your assignment. And listen, guys, I know this is a lot of writing, but it's really important that you understand what this standard form means, what this number actually represents. Remember, this is not a 9. This is 900. This is not a 1. It's 10. This is not a 2. It's 2 thousandths. All right? If you have questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, good luck.